Hi everyone, welcome you all once again to our channel, that is Smart English by Moshe Dayan. And today in this class we are going to learn about how to introduce someone. ఎందుకంటే చాలా పరిస్థితుల్లో చాలా అకేషన్స్లో సోషల్ గ్యాదరింగ్స్లో మనకి తెలిసిన వాళ్ళని ఇంకొకరికి లేక ఇంకొకరు మనల్ని వేరే వారికి ఇంట్రడ్యూస్ చేయడం సర్వసాధారణం. కాబట్టి మనము ఇది కూడా తెలుసుకోవడం ఎంతో ముఖ్యం. ఓకే, దీని గురించి తెలుసుకోకముందు ఒక చిన్న రిక్వెస్ట్, మీకు ఈ వీడియో కనుక నచ్చితే తప్పనిసరిగా లైక్ చేయండి, షేర్ చేయండి. అదేవిధంగా ఈ యొక్క ఛానల్ని సబ్స్క్రైబ్ చేసుకోవడం మర్చిపోకండి. Thank you so much for your support and come on, let's get into the video. We need to ask for help from others, help them and work together to make a better world. In social, academic or business contexts, you frequently meet new people. Very often, you are introduced to unknown people by someone who is already known to you. Certainly, you also need to introduce other people who are unknown to your family members, friends, colleagues and the like. ఎందుకంటే చాలా అకేషన్స్లో మనల్ని వేరే వాళ్ళు తెలియని వాళ్ళకి ఇంట్రడ్యూస్ చేస్తూ ఉండడం, అదేవిధంగా మనం కూడా కొందరికి ఇంట్రడ్యూస్ చేస్తూ ఉంటాము. అదేవిధంగా మన యొక్క ఫ్యామిలీకి, ఫ్రెండ్స్కి, కలీగ్స్కి అలాగా తెలిసిన వాళ్ళందరికీ కూడా మనం కొంతమందిని ఇంట్రడ్యూస్ చేస్తూ ఉంటాము కదా. To introduce someone, you should politely give details about the person to whom you are introducing him or her. You allow them to start a conversation and create an opportunity to know each other. Yet, the expressions that you use to introduce may vary depending on the context, and namely we'll call them as formal or informal. Now let us see 4 key tips to introduce someone irrespective of context. Okay, in both formal and informal contexts, you are expected to be sure about the names of those you are introducing and to whom you are introducing. Show importance to both of them by making eye contact. Next one, provide some other information about both of them. Be polite while you speak. And here one rule we have to remember, the key rule: whether you are in a formal or informal situation, you always start the introduction by mentioning the name of the person you are introducing and the person you are introducing him or her to. మనము ఇంట్రడ్యూస్ చేసే వ్యక్తి పేరు, అదేవిధంగా ఎవరికైతే మనం ఇంట్రడ్యూస్ చేయాలనుకుంటున్నామో అవతలి వ్యక్తి పేరు కూడా మనము తప్పనిసరిగా గుర్తుపెట్టుకొని వాడాల్సి ఉంటుంది. ఓకే, you can follow these tips to introduce someone. Okay, use would or may to request an introduction. would or may అన్నదాన్ని would కానీ may కానీ మనం ఉపయోగించి మన యొక్క రిక్వెస్ట్ని వాడడం జరుగుతూ ఉంటుంది ఇంట్రడక్షన్ దీనిలో. ఫస్ట్ వన్ చూడండి, would you please allow me to introduce our new system analyst Steven Smith. Would you please allow me to introduce our new system analyst Steven Smith. Next one, I would like to introduce you to our new system analyst Steven Smith. ఇది ఇంకొక రకంగా ఇంకో విధంగా మనం ఇంట్రడ్యూస్ చేయడం. తర్వాత థర్డ్ వన్ చూస్తే, మే ఐ ఇంట్రడ్యూస్ యూ టు అవర్ న్యూ సిస్టమ్ అనలిస్ట్ స్టీవెన్ స్మిత్. మే ఐ ఇంట్రడ్యూస్ యూ టు అవర్ న్యూ సిస్టమ్ అనలిస్ట్ స్టీవెన్ స్మిత్. And these are very, very important. First one is mention the full name of both parties in the formal introduction. May I introduce you to our new system analyst, Stephen Smith, and this is our finance director, Peter Robinson. State title, designation or qualification while introducing someone formally. ఫార్మల్గా ఇంట్రడ్యూస్ చేసేటప్పుడు మనం టైటిల్ కానీ డెసిగ్నేషన్ కానీ అదేవిధంగా క్వాలిఫికేషన్ కానీ మనము మెన్షన్ చేస్తే బాగుంటుంది. అది ఈ రకంగా చేయాలన్నమాట. సి I would like to introduce Dr. Robert Peterson to you, and he is my boss, John Wellington. Here you mention the title doctor, which helps your boss to be sure about his profession. If you want to introduce your boss to the new team, you can say, may I introduce our finance director, Peter Robinson, to you. Here you mention the designation finance director, which helps the new team to be sure about his position in the company. Next one, qualifications. You can also mention the qualifications of the person you are going to introduce. It will help create a good first impression too. Suppose you are an HR manager of a company. You recruited a new admin officer, David Lamb. You are now about to introduce him to the other officers of the administration team. You can say, hello everybody, I would like to introduce our new admin officer, David Lamb. He is an Oxford graduate in management studies. Here you mention the qualification Oxford graduate in management studies, which helps the new team to know about his qualification. Next one, mentioning any qualification or achievement helps to build a good first impression of the person you are introducing. Even people can remember that specific information for a long time about the person you introduced. What you also can do while introducing someone formally. ఫార్మల్ ఇంట్రడక్షన్స్ అప్పుడు మనము కొన్ని ఫాలో అయితే మటుకు చాలా ఎఫెక్టివ్గా మనం ఇంట్రడ్యూస్ చేయడానికి వీలవుతూ ఉంటుంది. ద ఫస్ట్ వన్ ఈజ్ పర్పస్. Purpose is very important. Mention the purpose of the introduction. If you are introducing your sales manager to a potential client, mention the purpose of the meeting right after the primary introduction. Name, designation, etc. That is primary introduction. Next one is little witty. That means we need not be very serious. Okay, you can be little witty to break the ice. If you can put some humorous words and expressions, it would help you to make the environment more comfortable for both the party. But be careful about being humorous. You should not say anything that can fire back, right? Next one, the only purpose of introducing someone to someone else is to create a network. You should try to do everything you can so that your introduction works and their network sustains for a long time. At times, you can ask them to exchange contact details or business cards. Moreover, you can also ask them to be connected on professional social media like LinkedIn. Then, next one, if you introduce more than one person or a group to someone, don't forget to introduce everybody individually. No one should feel inferior to any sort of ignorance on your part. Next one, while introducing every member of a team, it would be good if you could talk about their individual contribution as a team member. But again, don't say anything that can demean any of them. If you introduce someone from your very close professional connection list, you can talk about your views towards the person. You can talk about the way you people have maintained a very good professional relationship, how long you have been working together, and the achievements as well. Next one, be polite and modest. Be polite and modest. Your one wrong choice of words or expression can create a devastating effect on the total environment. As it is a formal setting, think before you speak. Next one, be respectful of cultural norms. Introducing someone may vary from culture to culture. If you introduce someone from Eastern culture to a Western, you should act according to the culture of their own. You should not be careless about the cultural norms and practices while making formal introductions. ఇప్పటి వరకు మనము ఫార్మల్ సెట్టింగ్లో ఇంట్రడక్షన్ అంటే ఏ రకంగా చేయాలి, ఎవరినైనా ఇంట్రడ్యూస్ చేసేటప్పుడు అంటే ఎలాంటి కేర్ తీసుకోవాలి, ఆ టిప్స్ ఏ ఫాలో అవ్వాలన్నాయి చూసాము. తప్పనిసరిగా ఫాలో అవ్వండి. నౌ వీఆర్ గోయింగ్ టు కమ్ టు ద నెక్స్ట్ సెగ్మెంట్, దట్ ఈస్ ఇంట్రడ్యూసింగ్ సమ్ వన్ in an informal setting. Mentioning only the first name is okay here. When you introduce one of your friends to another, you are expected to remain informal. Suppose Jason Goldhack is your close friend from your school, and now you are a college student and have made a few friends. Rebecca Williams is one of them. Jason and Rebecca are both invited to your house, and you are about to introduce them. First of all, we have to remember, be casual and friendly while introducing in an informal setting. When you introduce someone in an informal context, you don't need to be uptight. You don't need to be too much choosy regarding words. You say whatever you feel to. Introducing a friend is always a fun thing to do. No one expects you to be formal. The more you stay normal and casual, the more the environment will be friendly. Okay? No one expects formal greetings like good evening rather than what's up is a better option in an informal situation. And even be casual in terms of your body language. You should not stay stiff and reserved. Speak and move freely and naturally. What you also can do while introducing someone informally, and this also we have to follow. Saying something special about the friends you are about to introduce can help create impressions about them. You can say something interesting and funny so that it shows the situation is informal and they can act accordingly. But remember, don't say anything that can hurt someone, right? Help them find common and mutual interests when the primary introduction is done. This will act as an icebreaker and will allow them to be engaged in talking for a longer period of time. They will be able to know about their family and friends, their views on different daily life issues, likings and dislikes, and so on. Help them connect on social media. Your purpose is to create an opportunity so that one can know about each other. You don't need to talk about everything about them. Let them be mingled and connected and find information about each other. Be polite. Being polite is the key. Informal situations allow you to remain casual and friendly, but it does not mean you can say and do whatever you want. No matter what situation you are in, you are always expected to be polite. One can be polite and friendly at the same time. ఓకే, చూసారు కదా ఇప్పటి వరకు. అంటే ఏంటంటే ఫార్మల్ సిచ్యుయేషన్లో మనం ఏ రకంగా ఉండాలి, ఎలాంటి వర్డ్స్ యూస్ చేయాలి, ఎలా కేర్ఫుల్గా ఉండాలి అని చెప్పి మనం చూసాం. అదేవిధంగా ఇన్ఫార్మల్ సెట్టింగ్కి వచ్చేటప్పటికి ఏ రకమైన కేర్ తీసుకోవాలి, ఎలాగ ఉండాలి, ఎలా ఫ్రెండ్లీగా మనము ఒక ఫ్రెండ్లీ ఎన్విరాన్మెంట్ ఏ రకంగా క్రియేట్ చేయాలి. బట్ ఏదైనా సరే కామన్ ఫీచర్స్ ఏంటి అంటే we need to be polite. We need to be polite and we should not hurt anybody in introductions. Okay. Thank you so much for watching this video. I will come back with another interesting and useful video. Until then, keep learning, keep practicing and keep supporting Smart English by Moshe Dayan. Bye bye.